In the state of Florida, trash hunting can't be beat. There's a weekly trash night, stuff goes out to the curb, I drive around in my car or on my bike and I pick it up. I fix these items up and I flip them. Welcome to Flip Profits, you beautiful person watching. Today I am in Craigslist, Boston. It's an arbitrary choice. You can do this in almost any city in the United States that has Craigslist. I'm going to show you how you can use the free section under the items for sale to make money flipping items. There's a lot of things to consider here. Things like how much it costs you to go pick it up because of fuel, if you have the type of car, what the market is for selling these things. But a lot of these things can be flipped. That is, you go and pick up, say, this drawer for free, and then you simply relist it right on Craigslist the same day in the for sale section. So why are people putting stuff up for free if they could be getting money for it? Well, the answer is simple. A lot of people just don't want to deal with it. Let's take a look at some of these items. Furniture is bulky and difficult to flip. So if you don't have a pickup truck, this might not be the best thing for you, or maybe some sort of a trailer. And the market isn't that strong for furniture. So these are the type of things that you might go pick up and then find that you're sitting on them for a very long time. But I don't want to completely talk you out of it, because I have definitely made money before flipping furniture. Books is a good one if you want to take the time to do the work. Some of these books might be esoteric reference books that maybe a college student needs, or a computer programmer, someone training to be a nurse, and then you can list them individually for maybe even $20 or $30 a piece, if not more. So books can be good, to say nothing of that sometimes you can just read them yourself and benefit from them. If it was a book that you'd be buying on, say, how to make money, for example. What else do we have here? So yeah, by the way, I'm just in here today. This is live right now, August 17th. I'm just going through them, showing you how the mind of a junk flipper works. So here we have a free microwave. That's pretty good. It looks a little bit outdated, but I can tell you that that type of microwave I could probably get at least $10 or $15 for, maybe $20 or $25, because a lot of people that run rental units want to put these in them, or they need a new microwave. It's possible that they want it for themselves, but microwave like this you can get at least $10 for. So you look at how far away it is. If, say, you live in Worcester, Cambridge, Massachusetts, which is over an hour away, probably not worth driving to get something worth $10. But if it's the town over, go for it. And again, you can just look at your local city's market right up here in Craigslist and see what kind of stuff is available in the free section under the for sale items. So here's a TV. TVs often might have a simple thing wrong with them, something broken that you can fix. A lot of these items are broken and you can fix them, and a lot of these items have nothing wrong with them whatsoever. Typically, the better the item is, the more likely people are going to call up the person giving it away for free right away. If it's too good to be true, actually, sometimes it's not too good to be true. And that's what you have to learn in Craigslist free section, is that some of these things are legitimate. A lot of rich people give away stuff worth hundreds of dollars because they don't want to deal with it. But you've got to be one of the first people to get in contact with them. On the other hand, a lot of these are scams, and that's sort of a whole separate video how to teach you about those. But things like people wanting you to send them money with PayPal, granted, these shouldn't be asking for money at all. Really, people that want you to do a verification through phone, through text, that they send you a link, those are the ones in Craigslist free section that are scams that you're going to want to ignore. Pianos is an interesting one because they're very tempting that you think, oh, these are worth hundreds of dollars. But you have to remember that anybody buying a piano has to also pay for moving it. And moving a piano movers charge a lot of money. So it's going to be hard for you to go pick it up. and then it's going to be hard for you to deliver or for that person to pay to get it moved. So I have never done these. I don't want to say that it's impossible, but I avoid them. Suitcases, the market is very saturated with, especially these old ones like this, but some of the newer, better looking suitcases you can flip for about $20 a piece. Asphalt shingles. So building materials is an interesting one because what happens a lot is people are doing a project on their house and then they buy too much of one type of thing, whether it's tiles or roof shingles, gallons of paint. You can use this sort of stuff for your own house, or if you own rental units, I recommend people come to this section to look for stuff for their own real estate investments, or you can flip this stuff to other people that need it for their house or their rental units. So it's a great thing to look for in here is building materials. Mirror, yeah, maybe you could do that one. That's kind of in the furniture category. I see there's a drawer here too. Boxes is really kind of useless. I wouldn't really go after that one. Now a couch, that's a pretty good one actually, especially if the couch isn't too beat up or has massive holes in it, or you want to look for cat scratches on these legs. You can ask the person, or it might say in the listing. With a couch like this, it's going to be hard to pick up, but you can put it in the back of a flatbed. And for about $10, you can buy a leather conditioner and you can just hit the entire thing, turn around and relist this on Craigslist for, I don't know, $150, $200, depending on what kind of couch it is. There's another piano. You can see people have a hard time getting rid of them, so they list them for free. Dirt fill. Tires, yeah, that's a tough one to do. You have to find stuff that hasn't had the tread worn down on it too much. Mattresses can be done if it's a very expensive mattress and it's credible that it was just purchased recently. I do know people that will actually buy a used mattress. Medical items, so stuff like wheelchairs, crutches, people break their leg and they need these just one time and they don't know what to do with it when they're done with it, so they just get rid of it. Something like crutches you can relist for $25. Weed whacker needing repairs. Let's take a look at this one. This is the kind that I like. Typically with a weed whacker, the repair is something like the pull cord start has come out, or that it needs the carburetor adjusted, spark plugs, basic things, and then there's hundreds of videos on YouTube on how to repair these. You just look up the model name. In fact, I even have videos myself where I teach how to repair these kind of items. Yeah, the weed eater featherlight breaks a lot, so I'm not surprised. The person is not explaining what's broken about it, but it's worth a shot to email them and then just try to ask, hey, do you have any idea what's wrong with it? To help keep you from wasting your time so that you know whether or not you can fix it. But that's the type of thing you could fix up and then list it for $80, maybe after only spending less than $20 on parts or less than 1 hour to fix. So there's more crutches. They were nearby the other town. You could just go get those the same day. Yeah, because all this stuff you have to store somewhere in your house and it can become a bit clutter. A good rule of thumb is if it's been 3 months and you still have not been able to sell the item, either lower the price or just throw it back out into the trash. As we always joke, the return policy is fantastic when you get an item in the trash. A Black & Decker edger, that's an interesting one. I wonder if anything is wrong with it. Used it a few times and I have no use for it. Works perfectly. Bingo. And then he says, I'll take the ad down when gone. So this is the type of situation where they've given you the address. You really just need to head out there as soon as you can or try to email them asking them to hold it for you if they are nice enough. And this you can absolutely turn around and flip. And I don't know what the market value of these is. They're not that common of an item, but I'm sure it would be over $70 or $80, if not more. Wow, a free lawnmower. Okay. Wheels in bad shape. I was going to grab some free wheels and put them on. A lot of times you don't even need to fix the item. You can almost be like a wholesaler where you can now just sell this to somebody else that maybe they will fix it up, whether they want it for themselves or to sell to someone else. That doesn't even matter. I would take this working lawnmower that just has bad wheels, whatever that means, and I would just sell it as is. Maybe I would hit it with the power washer first and make it look a little bit nicer, and I would blow this mower out for 50 bucks. If it took less than an hour to go pick the thing up and put it in the back of my car, and these fit right in many car trunks, that's $50 an hour. So I almost always go out to get lawnmowers like this. Barbecue grills. I love these too. Just make sure when you put them in your car that you've dumped them out, because the ashes getting in your car is a small nightmare. Hit these things with the pressure washer. What's great about this kind of grill, the charcoal variant, is that you don't really need to worry about if there's propane and electric parts working like the barbecue igniters on the propane grills. So you clean these things up and you flip them for $35 to $65 for the really nice ones. It was a very expensive one time that I even sold for something like $80 or $90. And yeah, nothing wrong with it. And you sell it to people that still use these things. Oh, this is great. It even comes with the fluid and the briquettes. So you would throw those in to the buyer, and that'd get you an extra 5 or 10 bucks. Fantastic. I just want to add, this is an unusually good haul. Part of it might be that it's the Boston market, but I don't even live in Boston. I used to, but this is a very good outing to be able to make a little route list and go hit up these places. Broken treadmills. Some people specialize in these, fixing the motors. These are like furniture to me that I tend to avoid them just because they're so unbelievably heavy to get them in the back of a truck. So I avoid these, but you can certainly try them because they can go for over $100 if they are good ones. Basketball hoop is similar. A lot of people want those, get them for their kids or whatever. If you can get it in your truck, you can flip them for $70 to $100 depending on the quality of it. All right, well, I've exhausted an entire page here. If you haven't yet, please like and subscribe. Like this video and subscribe to my channel. Search for any of my videos that say flip profits, and that's all my stuff about flipping junk. Thank you for watching.